About SuperTalk TV on your computer or your mobile device, or just come on out to the Temple Theater here in Meridian. We are on the historic stages for the 71st annual Jimmie Rodgers Festival, thanks to First Mississippi Federal Credit Union, and that's who we're talking with right now, Mr. Jerome Trahan. Thank you for allowing us this opportunity to come and be a part of the 71st Jimmie Rodgers Festival. Well, this has been a blessing.
Welcome to Meridian, and listen, I'm a huge fan of the show and the really positive aspect that you bring to this state. This was just a perfect thing. Jimmie Rodgers is the father of American music. Mm-hmm. I had the opportunity to go on the road with Arlo Guthrie, little Willie Nelson, and Ramblin' Jack Elliott, who was in Woody Guthrie's band. And when he found out I was from Meridian, he said, that's one of my words I don't say well, he said, "Meridian, Mississippi, that's the home of Jimmie Rodgers." And then he talked about Chris Elliott, and Etheridge, and he talked about, Paul Davis, and he's running off all these musicians. And, it's someone from California in the music scene who recognizes Meridian's place in music is just phenomenal.
So you've been a long time Meridianer. Call Meridian home.
I like to say I've moved back here twice on purpose.
On purpose.
I am from the Gulf Coast, from Biloxi originally, and went to D.C. with Amtrak in my former life, and then moved back here to work at the Max. So that's Mississippi is a passion project.
And so you've decided, and you've also stayed here now with the credit union, which has its place into helping with the revitalization of Meridian and just in our state sort of in general. So what makes y'all perfect partners for something like the Jimmie Rodgers Festival?
Well, the credit union movement is all about our membership. We like to meet our members, we say, where they are, and whatever that specific need. They're like family, and we treat them like family. So you come in for a loan. If your credit's not right, we're going to try to rebuild that credit, and then it's not a no, it's just a not right now. And I've got some incredible stories of people that were, say, incarcerated, came back to town, nobody would help them. But our credit union came in and said, hey, let's build your credit score. We've been teaching financial literacy and well-being recently, so that's kind of...
So important.
Yeah, it's amazing. And this guy, now that we were able to do a credit builder loan, get him established with a credit score, then actually loan him some money, he was able to get a car. And when you have a car, you can get a job. And once he got a job, now he's... got a family, and they're all members of the credit union, and we love them, and they love us, and it's, unfortunately, I think I might be the scary uncle.
No, I don't think you're scary.
But that's okay.
No.
But so it's all about members and our membership, and that also extends to our community. So Jimmie Rodgers is an incredible part of this community. But you heard Laura. we have one of the only operating Denzel carousels in the world. The music scene's incredible.
I don't think enough people appreciate the music scene. When my daughter and I was spending some time at the Max talking with them, if you've never seen the outdoor venue there, whoever created the Max or designed it, it's perfectly done for having the stage and the outdoors concerts and having the flow for also having food and just conversation and all the things. It is a perfect setup for that. And she said that they stay booked and busy all year long.
Well, and there are 634 different Mississippians in the different disciplines, music, art, literature, culinary, that we showcase. And then there's a Hall of Fame, that beautiful rotunda. And then this outdoor stage. We really have three world-class stages, and I'm fudging a little bit with the Max. It's a outdoor venue, but it's incredible.
It really is.
This place, about to hit its 100th anniversary, those boards, I think Drew was talking about that. Elvis has probably been on that stage. I know.
Garth Brooks, you mentioned.
Let's talk about, it's all about emerging artists here. So we love to find people that are on their way up and give them that, boost up. Like they say, if you see a turtle on a fence post, he didn't get there by himself, right? So these folks that come in and play this festival it's like magic, right? Garth Brooks here 2 weeks before his song Low Places dropped. We didn't know who this guy was. He was swinging from the rafters and the stage and just blew the doors off the place. And good night, Meridian. And we're like, what the heck just happened? 2 weeks later, he becomes a national name. So
Yeah. And all right here at the Temple Theater, which you obviously can't come tonight unless you already got tickets.
Yeah,
1,600 seats sold out. When you hear that, Jerome, I know it's like, oh, people can still come. There's still stuff to do Saturday and Sunday. Absolutely. But does it just bring so much joy and validation to you that, this type of thing sells out? People are coming from all over.
It absolutely does. And, kudos to Leslie Lee and her team and the board of directors. I'm a former board member. I was there the year we had about $18,000 to put on a whole festival. And if you know anything, that's not possible.
No, yeah.
And but Chapel Hart played that night and blew the doors off. Nobody knew who they were. And look at them now. Yeah. So, the history and that legacy of lifting up musicians, and it's crazy. What's her name? McWilliams from Paramore. You've got Marty Stewart just a few seconds down the road. So,
well, Jerome, thank you again, and First Mississippi Federal Credit Union for getting us here. I think this is first of many conversations you and I are going to have in the future.
Ma'am.
You guys stick with us, though. We've got Sports Talk Mississippi coming up for you next from 3 to 6. Rhino and I will meet you back here Monday at 2. But until then, hope you all find time for the good things.